10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
사랑을 했다 우리가 만나 지우지 못할 추억이 됐다 볼만한 멜로드라마
Hello, Aina.
Yes, boss.
Can you call Anis to my room?
Yes, boss.
Okay.
Oh, come in.
Hi.
Have a seat.
You called me?
Yes.
Oh, why?
Can you do me a favor?
What can I do for you?
Actually, I want to assign you to monitor and supervise a department. Can you do finance department for me?
But I have so much work to do.
But I need it as soon as possible. Exactly. Can you start this today?
I will see how it works.
Okay. I hope you can do it fast.
Okay. I try my best.
Okay.
That's all?
Yes. That's all.
Okay. Morning, guys.
Morning, boss.
So cheerful today. Good.
Of course.
So do you guys busy today? Busy, boss. Very busy.
Actually, I'm taking half day today, boss. Why?
What? Why? She's sick, boss.
I'm not feeling well.
She's very busy. It's my So, Dima, do you have any work to do today?
Actually, I'm free today.
Free.
Yeah. I already finished my job.
Your works. Done. Okay, so basically, I have something to ask you, which probably you guys can help me together. For sure.
Yeah, no problem. We are friends.
So, I just met the chairman. So she asked me to do some work which are important. So I cannot do all the works by my own. Unfortunately, I can do the work all by my own. So I would like to ask you if you can help me. Yes, for sure. I will try my best. Good. So you guys, you agree? Okay. That's all. Bye, guys. Bye.
Have a nice day.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Shahira and I will explain on the first issue. The first issue in this case is there is no segregation of duties. Supposedly, the General Committee members was assigned to monitor, supervise and advise on one functional department. This was intended to make the General Committee function objectively in the management of the club. But she generally left the routine day-to-day matters to the salaried staff. This shows that the company doesn't have a proper SOP for their staff to follow in performing their tasks. That's all on the first issue. Thank you.
years. Okay, you guys see clearly that the operation income and operating expenditure have a big gap between it. How will this happen?
Then how can we sustain until today?
Oh, Miss Shahira, you are new, right?
Yes.
Okay, actually, we have been lucky because we have survived because the income from the non-operational of our club.
What kind of non-operational income?
Actually, as you can see, you guys can take a look at the paper. Alright, non-operational income of our club, which is transfer fees, sale of terminated membership, and also interest income. Okay, all these actually cover our deficit and manage the club to sustain until now. But still, we have incurred loss for many years.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera to all of you, especially Dr. Rina. My name Anis Najiha binti Sazali, and I will briefly explain about the second issue, which is the club had been suffering from an operating loss for many years. So this issue is actually can be found on page 71 for the second point, the task. It started when Mr. Lee asked all the departments to submit detailed budget. Then the finance manager will summarize all the incomes and expenditure, then come up with the first draft of budget. So after they sit and study the draft shows there is a huge or big gap between the operating income and the operating expenditure. So because of this, the GC, the previous GC and its management did not control or take it as a serious matter on the expenditure for each department. That actually caused the company or the club suffered loss. But fortunately, they are lucky that they could survive until today because their income is relying on the non-operating income. Okay, that's all for the second issue. Thank you.
Okay, is there anything you guys want to add in this meeting?
I want to ask, how come we members of finance committee will not involved in preparing the first draft of the budget?
Okay, thank you, Miss Fatima. You are right. We should involve all the members, but actually, I think that you guys having a busy schedule as we're gonna meet the deadline and so many works. So I have asked the GM and finance manager to draft the first budget actually. So in fact, we are looking forward for you and others to contribute in this budget. I think for next meeting or next week, you guys can involve. Okay?
So is there anything else, boss?
I think that's all for this meeting. And anything else we can proceed in next meeting. I will inform to you guys later. Okay?
Alright.
And you guys can keep the budget and review it with your department. Okay? Okay. That's all for me.
Thank you, boss.
Okay.
Hi everyone. Okay, for the next issue in this case study is a chairman, thus not involving all members of the finance subcommittee in preparing the first draft of budget. First of all, the formation of subcommittee is to make the general committee's members function objectively in the management of the club by consultation and also the consensus. As referring to the cases, The chairman wishes Mr. Lee, assuming that all finance subcommittee busy with their works. Therefore, the chairman decided to assign GM and also finance manager to lead the members of staff to prepare the first draft of budget. First draft of budget should consider opinion of all finance subcommittee members. It is very unethical preparing the budget without the consultation of other members, even though the budget is for the first draft. This may lead to the dissatisfaction of subcommittee members because the chairman has ignored the function and also the role of subcommittee.
You have to pay to enter this park. Why? Because the rules say you have to pay first. I'm stuck here. Why I need to pay? I don't know. You ask the receptionist. Let me take you to the counter, okay?
Hi.
Hey, can I help you?
Can I ask, did I as employee in this club need to pay to enjoy the facilities in this club?
Yeah, you have to pay first even though you are an employee here.
Why?
Because this is our new rules. Since we have been informed by the top management, so we are here just do our job. Okay, I'm sorry.
Take the money. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nur Aina Lena binti Mama Azian. Let's move to the fourth issue. Hi, so the fourth issue is Relax Golf and Country Club are only relying on their non-operational income despite their operational income to sustain their club and to serve their members. The club was relying on their non-operational income such as transfer fees, sales of terminated memberships, and also their interest income. This can be proven by referring to the text that mentioned by the chairman. We were relying on non-operational income such as transfer fees, sales of terminated memberships, and interest income to cover the deficits and sustain the club. The club do not relying on their operational income because their members are not bound to pay any green fees, and also they allows their members to use their recreational facilities for free, such as the swimming pool, tennis court, and their gyms. As the club are suffering from operating loss for many years, the club's committee start to concern about their non-operational income that may dry up anytime. As you can see from Appendix A, in their budget for next year, it shows that the green fees, sports and recreation fees, amounted RM1,328,000, such a huge amount. It can contribute and impact their main source of income other than membership subscription fees. It's such a big waste for the club to ignore those operational income that may help them to sustain the club. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Syaira. So I will proceed to the recommendation of this issue. Firstly, the company used zero-based budgeting. Zero-based budgeting is a method of budgeting which all expenses must be justified for each period. It means that the expenses will be calculated from scratch. For me, this company doesn't have to do that because they have expenditure track every year. I recommend the company to use the activity-based budgeting. This activity-based budgeting is a method or system that record, research and analyze activity that cost to a business. It means that the company set a goals to the company, and then we will analyze which cost that is made to achieve this profit. For example,
the company set a goal for profit 100 million. So each department will set an expenditure that not exceed to achieve the goal of 100 million. The advantage of using this method is that activity-based budgeting system allow to more control over the budgeting process. Revenues and expenses planning occur at the precious level of provide useful detail regarding the projection. ABB also allowed the management to have increased control over the budgeting process and to align budget with overall company goal. But ABB also have the disadvantage. It incurred more cost than the zero-based budgeting technique, and also required more attention because of the budget is required more information and attention for the management. It can be the best thing to the company, as we all know that this company has internal problems. So by doing the ABB, they able to bond each other because they need each of department attention to create this budget. That's all. Thank you.
So what should we do about this? The solution is...
My name is Nur Farhanis. So the decision for our group for this case is they should not selling the club. It is because there are other initiatives or strategies that they can take into consideration in order to sustain the club. For example, one of the problems arise for this club is involving internal management. So the problem should be solved or settled internally and immediately within the staff or employee in the club or within the club. Besides that, the objective of the club is be able to increase the membership value, in which it is to serve their member purposes in enjoying a game of golf and other recreation, and also not for profit of the members. Lastly, it is written in the Constitution that disposal of major assets such as land require the consent of 75% of the entire membership, which of 4,000 plus members. It is which not the only majority member in the AGM or EGM. So they need other member consent in order to sell or dissolve the club. That's all for our solution. Thank you.